You wake up every morning with massive potential, but something is slowly draining it. It's not what you think. It's the habits you don't even realize are sabotaging your success. Ready to break free? We all want to reach our highest potential, but the truth is, some habits are quietly crushing it, and you might not even see it. In fact, you've probably heard people say, "Oh, this is just who I am," or "I'm just having a rough patch." But what if those are the exact things holding you back? Let me show you the 5 silent habits that are killing your potential right now. Habit 1. Comfort zone cages. The first habit is deceptively simple. It's the "I'll do it tomorrow" habit. The one where you push things off because today's easier. You tell yourself, "It's fine. I'll get to it later. I'll work out tomorrow. I'll start that project next week." But here's the truth. Tomorrow never comes. You keep waiting for the perfect moment, but all you're really doing is digging a deeper hole. You stay in the comfort zone, making small decisions that feel easy, but eventually they add up to years of stagnation. And before you know it, you're watching others climb while you're stuck at the bottom. Now, this next habit, it's even more dangerous because it feels like you're doing the right thing, but it's silently sabotaging you. Habit 2, the fake busyness. We've all been there. You open your calendar and realize you're busy all week. I've got so much on my plate, you think. But guess what? Busy doesn't equal productive. You check your email, scroll through social media, answer texts. You're working, but you're not really moving the needle. You're running in circles, confusing motion with progress. The real question is, are you working on your goals or just staying busy to avoid confronting the discomfort of real growth? Here's where things get a little more personal. You might be doing this without even knowing it. Habit 3, the negative self-talk. You want to start something new, but before you even begin, you tell yourself, "I'm not good enough for that," or "I'll never be able to do that." The worst part, you probably think it's just you being realistic. "I'm just being honest with myself," you might say. But here's the kicker. Those little words, they're poison. Negative self-talk isn't just a habit. It's a self-fulfilling prophecy. You've trained yourself to believe you can't, so your mind blocks any effort to prove otherwise. The moment you stop doubting yourself and start believing in your ability, you'll see doors open where there were none. But what about the habits that seem harmless at first? The ones everyone around you is doing too? Let's dive into one of those. Habit 4, comparing yourself to others. This one, it's the comparison trap. We all fall into it. Look at them. They've got it all figured out. But here's the truth. Comparing your beginning to someone else's middle is a recipe for failure. The truth is, you're running your own race. Everyone's timeline is different. You're watching their highlight reel while you're stuck in the trenches. But remember, behind every success is 1,000 failures, struggles, and moments of doubt. Stop measuring your potential by someone else's progress. And finally, we come to the one that's hardest to admit, but it's the one you need to tackle today. Habit 5, settling for mediocrity. The last habit is the hardest to recognize because it's so insidious. It's when you've settled for good enough. You've accepted that this is fine and told yourself you don't need to push further. But here's the brutal truth. When you settle for mediocrity, you rob yourself of your potential. You stop striving, stop growing, and stop challenging yourself. You think this is good enough for now, but deep down, you know you're capable of more. And the longer you stay in that place of comfort, the more you betray the version of yourself that could be achieving greatness. So what can you do to break free from these silent killers of potential? Here's what really matters. Now that you know these silent habits, it's time to take action. Recognize where you're falling short, take responsibility for your choices, and change course. Don't wait for the perfect moment because it doesn't exist. Stop getting distracted by the noise and focus on what matters. Take one small step today. You're capable of so much more. It's time to unlock that potential, but the only way to do that is by confronting these silent habits head on. So ask yourself, what's the one habit you need to break right now? Let me know in the comments. And remember, your potential isn't lost. It's just buried beneath your habits. So start digging. Your best self is waiting.